Good afternoon, guys. Making this video now because I've been at the doctor all day. I was at the doctor all day yesterday too. To give you guys a quick update, I've been on T for about a month. Actually, it's been a month. It'll be a month and a week coming up. I haven't shaved either, so that's coming in. I should be working today, but I have the next few days off for some stuff going on with my body. Being transgender and transitioning, we still have a female anatomy, so we have to pay attention to the problems you get there. I was having pain near my ovary for the last week, so kind of worried me after, it'd been a week. So I don't think I checked out. It's just an ovarian cyst, so it's nothing serious, It's not very big either, but it's totally painful. And then fighting off an infection right now, so I'm having a lot of fun with my life. But, on the other parts of transitioning, things are going smoothly on my end. The dysphoria comes and goes with everything. It doesn't based on some of the comments, my friends make sometimes. To me, they might not be funny to me, they might be funny to my friends, but, I just have to say again, guys, just be careful what you say sometimes. It might be joking to you, but for me, some of it does affect me. It can upset me or offend me or hurt me. I'm just too nice to say anything usually, to not come off as a dick. Also with the name, I still much rather be called CJ than Gabby or Gabe. And based on my anatomy, I don't want to be asked about my anatomy that much, really, right now. I've had to talk about vaginas a lot lately, and I don't want to. So, let's just keep it nice. I had a question on my Ask FM. Somebody asked me what made me choose the name Carson James. My friend Ryan, he had helped me pick it out really late at night. But actually, we were trying all these different names and sentences, like Dustin and some shit. I mean, I could probably look like Dustin, I don't know, but when we said Carson James or CJ, to me it just clicked, and it felt like a very honorable, noble name to have for me, based on my personality and the person I am. So that's kind of why I picked that. In general, work is going okay. I won't be in work for the next week or next week, so just because of everything going on with the pain, which is nice to not be on my feet. The environment's not helping. The stress isn't helping probably either. So just working on that. I haven't really had any problems with my coworkers on my name. It's kind of confusing because people do go back and forth, and the people that do know me that want to be called CJ, one of my coworkers is always like, hey Gabby, and he accentuates makes it more known saying Gabby, and then he'll go, hey CJ later, and I'm like, dude, and I snapped. I was like, just pick a name. It's Gabby, CJ. Just call me CJ. That's what I prefer. I don't know if they're just trying to piss me off or get to me. I don't take it personally. I'm sure they're just fucking around. But at the same time, everyone needs to understand the bounds of fucking around with someone that's transgender. It can be taken the wrong way for us, and it can hurt and cause us some emotional stability problems. But in general, things are well. I mean, my legs are those are pretty hairy, and I feel like the muscles, I always have to show them for some reason, because I like it. It's getting bigger. Before, I don't know how to get that to flex or not light. I mean, there's that. obviously can't work out right now on the antibiotics I'm on. They make me kind of tired. But overall, I can't wait to see more of the changes, the voice change, more facial hair, which comes to trying to find another job also for a second job. And right now I know it's going to take time with my current job for them to get used to it, but for me, it's very hectic for me and stressful being there, going back and forth between the name and this and that and the restroom, and I'm still not comfortable using either, but I hate walking into the women's room and getting stared at like I'm some sort of freak, like, what are you doing here, the fuck, and I'm like, but I don't feel safe to go to the men's room because my voice right now still hasn't changed too much, so currently right now. As for the downstairs, my downstairs is fucking up my plans of my weekend, so it's great. I guess there are, there's always going to be side effects on testosterone, anger, patience, emotions. I'm more sensitive and angry most of the time, but, and as it goes for working out, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see the before picture of me, where I was about almost 200 pounds. Right now I'm at 155. My face still holds a lot more of the weight. My stomach still has, it's still got that little beer gut going on. Should lay off the beer. But my face is the one that, it's my cheeks, and like I smile, and the cheeks, and I'm trying to slim my face down. But if you look at that picture, I couldn't even believe how big I was. For me, like, that was pretty big for me. And some people, like, a lot of people liked it, and I've seen a lot of, good job, proud of you. Someone told me I was an inspiration, and that meant a lot. It is, it's nice. It's nice to hear that you're someone's inspiration. I've never had that. I've never been told that. So, I'm going to keep pushing myself as much as I can. But, it's like I said in my picture, I lost a lot of that weight unhealthy-wise, sleeping a lot, not eating properly or at all. Maybe one meal a day, if that. Please, I advise you, please be healthy about how you lose your weight. Don't let it be something, that affects you that harshly, because it doesn't matter a number. It matters on what you have in your heart, as who you are as a person, is what makes people attracted to you. I mean, sure, we have shallow people in this world, I don't know that, but, I can't advise you enough to, when it comes to transitioning, if emotionally you don't know if you can handle that at the moment, I would probably wait a little longer if you have depression, or you've been a self-harmer, or use drugs or alcohol to cope with anything, because it can be hard. I'm not gonna lie, that I was a cutter for 8-9 years of my life, and I've fucked up, I've slipped up, in my life, and I'm just lucky I'm alive still after all the stupid shit I've pulled. And coming out and transitioning and coming out as transgender has really put a lot of my life into perspective with my depression. I'm not saying that I don't have my bad days and I don't get down again when I'm doing really well. I do, but I also don't hold it in as much either. If you need to talk. Don't hold that kind of stuff in. Talk to your doctor, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to someone you trust who isn't, you feel like you're not going to be judged by. I mean, you guys could always talk to me too. I understand the depression and anxiety issues or post-traumatic stress disorder, but just remember that there's always a light on the other side of the tunnel. So, I'm just jumping around as usual. My week has been painful because of the cyst, so it's been painful and draining. I actually had my first gyno exam at the doctor yesterday, which was really awkward, but it wasn't like a regular one where they do the thing that they put in you. It was I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird for me to talk about. But they did that. And today I had like a camera there to find the cyst. That wasn't fun. So it brought the pain back again. So today is going to be me laying in bed watching Netflix and figuring out what to do from here. Probably going to look at some other jobs. But I would work out. I would love to work out right now and lift and do some push-ups. But I think my body could use the rest and not be stressed out right now. Because I've been very stressed out with money and life and my family and friends and work and coworkers and my transition and everything like that. It can get stressful, but the best thing is, that I know I have a community of people I can talk to through Instagram, Facebook, my own friends that are transitioning or have been. There's a lot of people you can reach out to. So it's very helpful when I'm having a rough day and going, yo, man, like, I need to talk. And they let you vent it and get it off your chest. And you're like, wow, I feel so much better than holding it in. So I guess you just go about that. And I don't know. I mean, it's in other aspects too, is like people have been like, people see my facial hair, like, all right there. And they're like, whoa, you're kind of getting like a beard going on. And I'm like, yeah, but I shave all the time because, and everyone's like, why, if that's what you want? I'm like, because it's so uncomfortable for me right now in public, whereas you can still see, like, even if I'm flat right now, like, you can still see that there's, it's there. I think I need to buy a smaller binder. I probably will today. But it's very hard for me, like, I don't shave my legs, people stare at me weird. I'm just getting used to these things. Whereas, like, at work, it'd be easier if people already knew me as CJ and have always known me as that, then, But it's like, everyone has their comments, like, she's gonna have more facial hair than you, and I'm like, dude, like, come on, like, don't say she, because then it makes me feel like I'm some, like, sideshow freak when you say that. To me, that's how I feel, personally. And, it's just, that back and forth banter is what gets me at work. That's what really gets me going at work. That's what gets me upset and stressed out and mad. Is that because it heightens my dysphoria, and then I look at myself going, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly fine the way I am. But with the comments, it makes me feel a certain way. Some type of way is how I feel. And just gotta figure it out. I do enjoy my job. But I also would enjoy being able to walk into a place and being able to just straight go to the men's room and be called CJ or Carson or he, him, his. I don't try to be anal about pronouns or names, but I'm at that point now where it's like I realize the toll does take on me. So, other than that, I mean, nothing going on other than I'm just going to be relaxing all day. So, if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, feel free to write me on here, leave a comment, or find me on Instagram. It's Carson James 91 or Carson James 91, and my Facebook is Carson James Randine. So if you guys want to add me, feel free. You guys have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, go and ask. If there are topics about genitalia, as in issues you're having down there, I'm sure I could probably enlighten you a little bit, because that's what I've been going on through. For me, I can understand that aspect. Not everybody's going to have that. I think it's just right now my pH balance is so up and down with the hormones and estrogen in my body fighting testosterone and that. So, it is the only problem. But you do have to remember that even though we are transitioning and we see ourselves as men with our body, you still need to take care of those organs regardless. Have your checkups, be safe, because you never know what's going on down there. And you don't want something, you don't want to get caught off guard. So it's always good to stay on top of everything. As awkward or uncomfortable as it can be better for your health. So on that note, I guess I'm going to go inside. It's really hot out because it's Florida and it's been raining all day and it's humid and disgusting. But thank you again to everyone that's watched my videos. It's nice to see that I have like 60 views on some. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know people gave a fuck. But it's really cool to see people watch them and have subscribers, and people follow me on Instagram. I will follow you guys back, If you guys want to follow me, feel free. Don't be a stranger. I'm not a jerk. I mean, I can be, but I'm a pretty nice, kind guy. So, hopefully I'll see you guys around soon. I will probably make a video on Monday for my 6th shot after my month. So, if you guys want to follow along there, I gotta go order some 18-gauge needles to pull from my testosterone because I don't have any. I just have some syringes for the injecting. But you know, also on another note, make sure you guys have like a game plan going into this. You know, I should say, if you guys haven't come out to your family and are trying to figure out a way to, what I did was I wrote it a plan because my parents' concern was going to be money. I didn't afford this, so I made a plan. I wrote down the doctors I was interested in seeing for my gender HRT letter. The prices, whether they were sliding scale, whether it was a set, how many sessions I had to have, how much it cost per hour, or for half, some doctors do. I did a Skype call with Dr. Baker. He was really cool. If you check it out and you go, you know, and you make this list for your family, it would be a lot more helpful because then you have something to go off of. I also wrote down the term for dysphoria and I read it to my family. I read it to my mom. I approached every family member separately, coming out slowly. I did one every day, and my mom waited almost like 4 days because I was so scared. But I pretty much started with, I need to talk to you guys about something. It's important. I would like to be able to get through my whole story before you interrupt. And I told them, I was like, you know, I don't feel like I was ever in the right body. And I'm sorry. You know, I said I was sorry because I didn't want someone to be upset. I was like, I'm sorry if this disappoints you, if I'm letting you down, but you have to understand this is what will make me happy. And it's good when you have a plan. Like, it was nice to show a financial status of, like, this is how much I would need monthly for this. These are the other bills I have. This is what I can and cannot afford. So it shows that you're trying to be financially responsible and that you've done your research. I mean, print out papers about transitioning, top surgeries, doctors, risks, benefits, you know, all that kind of stuff. The more knowledge you have, the more it shows how much you want something. Because you can't just sit there and, I mean, I thought about just going, hey, you know, I'm going to transition, I'm transgender. No, I did my research for a while. I looked, and I had friends sending me emails that are transitioning about information that I didn't even know, and every day I still learn something new about this, so just keep that in mind. But have a good day. God bless you guys. Have a good Saturday. For those of you that are enjoying your weekend. If not, enjoy work. Make that money. But just remember that there's always somebody out there that's going to believe in you, no matter what. But you got to believe in yourself first. Your worst enemy is yourself. Don't doubt yourself at who you want to be. Because if you want to be a guy and there's a guy inside of you and you were born a female, then go get it. You know, in this day and age, yeah, people are going to... What can somebody judge you and say, oh, God's going to hate you? No, I still think God loves me. I'm not very religious, but I know everyone was made in their own way. So everyone is unique and different somehow. So don't be afraid to let that be shown. Alright? Because you never know. You will all achieve something great one day. So you just gotta believe in yourself and inspire yourself first, and you'll start inspiring the world. So just keep that in mind. See you guys later.